Hello everyone, we are here trying out Jemison Astronautics and we're up against Valencia. Opening hand is not great. It can get a lot worse though. We do play government takeover. I think we mulligan. This is okay. So the goal of this deck is to fast advance 2 false leads and then sacrifice them both on the runner's turn after install events advancing at government takeover, and then you can triple advance it out to get up to 6 points. So it's a lot of work, but we'll see how it works out. Alternatively, you can kind of ramp up going for a 1-pointer, sacrificing that to get a 2-pointer, and so on. I think we just ice up here. HQ, let's go R&D, and let's put in paywall, just in case they play a Temusian contract. Maybe they'll have a rumour mill or something, employee strike, to be able to get that out early, in which case we should have held on to paywall because employee strike really hurts this deck. Now Valencia with bad publicity and probably like rebirth into Wizard or Scrubbers can hurt as well, because we do play things like Oberth Protocol. We have the other one that lets you res ice by forfeiting an agenda. Cannot remember what it's called. So there's our first false lead. But the problem is trying to get around blackmail could be difficult. We may actually have to wait for biotic labour, which is not great, because the longer you leave it, the more on top of you the runner can get. Obviously you don't want to be installing Sapper, but maybe it'll catch them by surprise. So medium goes in the bin, but they do get some good bits. Deja Vu, same old thing, liberated. 2 of the 3 they can definitely use straight off the bat. I'm sure they would have liked medium, but wasn't to be. Thankfully still no sign of blackmail, but you can be sure it's not too far away. And Faust means that even if they don't find it, they can put pressure on. So they did mulligan. And taxing out Faust could be a challenge. Are we nervous about anything? HQ could go very badly very fast, but I think we can just do new remote and put in the Oberth behind it. If they run it, we can res Enigma, cost them a couple of cards. If they blackmail it, that's pretty good. They can trash it easily enough. Spiderweb is going to be a challenge for them on HQ. Sapper is not as much of a pain as we'd like it to be. It's just going to be the 1 card now that they've breakers down, or a breaker that can handle it. This could also be a good server for the likes of public support and things like that as well. Just things that you can let take over. David is not necessary at the moment. We do play an archer, but not something to worry about just yet. They're going to come here. Let's see if they're willing to spend 2 cards. We'll get a credit back at the end of it as well, so not too bad for us. Plus it is resed, which is quite important against Valencia. It means that blackmail is going to be more difficult. And they get rid of Forked, also fantastic. And delighted to see on Passant in the bin. Good chance they trash this here. So Jemison ability is going to be on hold for a little bit. We could try for the false lead in here. And now that we have Spiderweb, Spiderweb will shut them down. But if they find blackmail, it's not as exciting. Oh, it's too expensive. If we have to res it, we'll be a credit short. So Jackson instead goes in there. Should have put the ice wall. Spiderweb is definitely the better piece of ice as a defensive stand against Spiderweb or against Faust. But the agenda would have gone. So instead we just need to money up and tidy up our hand a bit. Get rid of the high risk investment. Keep the false lead though, that's always going to be good. And they found their breakers, so yeah, let's just look for money. It's not quite the money we wanted. Let's put an ice wall on R&D as well. So get rid of this. Get rid of sapper in a hand is okay, I think. And I think we do have to respect the possibility of rumor mill. So we will send back this, and send back money and Oberth. Hopefully we won't need the ice wall anytime soon. And with Spiderweb, it is pretty affordable. We do place some space camps as well to surprise a runner, which can make your ice walls better. But in an age of Parasite and Cipher and all that good jazz, you want to not be over-investing. This also means that Deja Vu Medium is less tempting or less likely. Yeah, we need to money up to get a restructure. Playing a lot of biotic labours can be really expensive. So we'll raise the ice wall here. They can spend a card or they can get their paperclip out. Paperclip is coming out. And yeah, we do have to kind of force them to put as much into things as possible, because government takeover, actually just R&D in general, is really, really lucrative at the moment. So, only costs them the one card. They're letting us trash. Do I ask with Faust that they have Faust? Yeah, I'll double check. I was wondering, obviously they got the prompt about Keltra and went, oh, I can't afford this. But Faust makes it very, very easy. I'm okay with them pitching a money card. And R&D looks like it's going to hold out for us. Yep. So maybe we don't have to worry about blackmail too much. Though there was en passant as well, so it's hard to know. For ourselves, we need to money up pretty fast. So they're going to get in here. Hopefully don't get our agenda. It'll get us a free credit at the very least. And they see restructure. So we're a while off it yet. But we'll keep building. If hedge fund was to be the next card, that would be pretty sweet. No, public support. That's also fine. We can stick that in behind and just money up. Could have even gone for false lead there, because they've seen this and decided not to trash it. So maybe we were a bit too gung ho there. I am very surprised that they pitched Dirty Laundry. Their hand must be pretty stacked. Yeah, I think false lead would have been a better play. Because false lead actually... Oh, rumor mill. Oh well. False lead would have also turned that off. So now we just credit up, and I think we get rid of fast track or sapper. I think fast track. At least sapper, they'll have to deal with a piece of ice. We will have to res spiderweb though if they come for HQ, because now it's getting a bit dicier. And we still won't be able to play restructure next turn, because they got rid of our paywall, and also not running. Same old things are there, so they can, same old thing on Pasantos. I think we just credit up and pitch the Cyberdex. Yeah, we could prompt them to make a run. I think this is more important. Now, unfortunately, if we res either spiderweb, we're going to be a long way off restructure terms again. And we kind of do need to protect our public support. It's not essential for us, but we have put 2 credits into it. Might have to do the math. Is it worth paying 4? They'll pay 3, one of which is free. That is a good get. Hedy Shard and knifed. Oof. But thankfully they have a lot of cards to play. And they have another Deja Vu in hand already, actually. Now they're playing it. So getting back just the medium or on percent. Okay. That I'm okay with. It's not the most taxing of servers. And here we go, Obelus. Do we have to watch out for Siphon? That is something we didn't consider. We also have to prepare for a rebirth. So I think next turn is going to be restructure, put medium down. Money is good. They've left themselves a little poor. Now with Faust they can get through. I think it's actually worth trying it at least. If they get through, it's 1 point. It's not too bad. It is one of our main win conditions. Because if we get this, and if we get the other one, then we can just go for the fast advance of government takeover straight off, and keep the public support, and win it that way. Fairly low-key term so far. Low-key turn, yep. Not too sure why they're waiting so much. Faust allows them to get through pretty much everything, and they have MK Ultra in the bin. Making a run on archives. 0 clicks left. Nothing of interest in there. Yes, of course, Hedy Shard. Now, the funny thing is, when they use this, they will access Cyberdex. So, they'll draw a lot, but they won't get to access that many with medium. Alrighty. So, 1 step closer. Only 2 agenda points. Runner has quite the setup. But hopefully R&D holds out for us. I think next turn we'll have to stick down the Mossilus. He's going to use their entire David, which is manageable. Or they can let things fire. And hopefully when we can find our space camps, that actually makes this a lot better. Dirty laundry on archives. Well, res this because we can bounce back with hedge fund. It's going to cost them 2 cards. So get rid of blackmail. Fantastic. And cost them a click. And now they know there is a Cyberdex in there. So that makes things fun for us. And knifed. Okay. Obviously a misclick there. There we go. So Ice Wall hits the bin, but we are going to replace it pretty quickly. And another Rumor Mill hits the bin. So they can't say one thing it. I hope they don't hit Space Camp here. Also hope they don't hit Government Takeover. Just in case that needed clarifying. So with Biotic, I need to do the math on these things. We can install, advance this. Actually, we can triple advance it. We can also sack the false lead to put 2 counters on it, which will put us up to 4 points. So that's not bad. I think we draw. That's good as well. Hedge fund and put Mossless on R&D. So now we can either go for an Atlas or go straight for the high risk. High risk seems good. And we got them to use a knife on an Ice Wall, which is always good. But they do have the same old things, so Spiderwebs are a bit more in danger, really. Paywall, I think we hold on to. So it seems good to just go for this. Might as well use our ability. Oh no, wait. We can't make them lose clicks that they don't have. So we can't actually do this. So instead, let's draw one. Let's put a Jackson in the server. And just take a credit. Jackson can send back money, Ice Wall. We do have a second Cyberdex in here as well. Forked. So it's only costing the 1 card to break Sapper, but they feel these are the things to get rid of. We may get to earn some money back or do damage. Let's see. And Caroltra's coming in. I don't necessarily agree with that. If you're going to spend that much to, I suppose, 3 credits to break a paltry Sapper. Yeah, I think that's why you just use Faust. So because of our agenda makeup and the fact that we haven't seen government takeover yet, nice, we could lose in one single run. Now we did hit with Cyberdex, which is fantastic. Love that. And it means we do shuffle one of these back into R&D, along with ice and money. Ice wall is probably the better one to put back in because it does end the run. And it can be used for advancement tokens as well. Come over HQ. They can make it in, but it'll cost them all their money. Okay. And they've one same old thing, which could be used for knifed. Seems like a good call, but will cost them a bit of money. So 1 for this, plus the 3, plus the 2 clicks. Where do we want the Mossless? That is the question. I think maybe we hold on to ice. Do we go for a score? In theory, we can score behind here, actually. High risk investment is a very sketchy one to go for. Because if we install it and sacrifice this, we'll get 2 advancements on it. And then we can just use our turn to advance it out, putting us up on 4 points. If they run it, however, and steal it, they're up on 5, which is dicey. It also means we can't do the government takeover play, but then again, is that really an option at the moment? Alternatively, we just stick in Project Atlas, go up to 4 points normally, but don't gain a counter unless we sacrifice this, puts us back to 3 points. Yeah, I think it's worth trying. They're on low money. I think it's worth a go. Sapper or Ice Wall? Sapper's more expensive for us. Also for them if they don't use Faust. I think Ice Wall's a more solid play. And let's pop this in here. And hopefully they don't say one thing blackmail us. And we gotta be ready for this. So test our reflexes. Because we can't tell them we have an action when they have 2 clicks. There we go. So now they have an extra card in hand as well. We get that for free, and we'll be able to advance out. And knifed goes. Interesting. How good would that have been a turn earlier? All right. But now I get to use your clicks. So score that, go to 4 points. Not worth using yet. Paywall. Don't know. Sapper. I'm also unsure about it. They can deal with it pretty handily. I think we pitch it. We can put Oberth into the scoring server next turn. And that'll make our various bits and pieces much better. So we could install this. Install this. If we install this on top of it, sack it. To sack that, we get 2. Yeah. So they're going all in here on the David play, possibly. Spooned. Aww. Thankfully, we have another one where that came from. Of course, every time they hit R&D, it is a very risky proposition, because they do have points, and we have government takeover in there somewhere. So Jackson is here. So we put that back on R&D. Take a credit and put, I think we pop Oberth into server 1. Now they may think it's just Jackson. So I'm afraid I haven't done too much of the math on things. So if we res this with an atlas on it, we'll get 2 advancement tokens from this. Then as soon as we advance the atlas once, we get a second one on from this. So it was up to 4, which is really good. And that will allow us to fast advance. Oh, well, the siphon was always going to come. So it's about time it did. Of course, we can bounce back really quickly with high risk investment. So we only need 2 credits for this. Yeah, they got us there. So that's C2. Always dangerous. Breathe a sigh of relief. So now this changes the math a bit, does it? We can do this, install this. No, we leave ourselves short. I think we have to build ourselves up. So take 11. Gain a credit. And gain a credit or trash something. Trash same old thing seems okay. Yeah, we don't want to be hit with siphons over and over and over again. They probably have a couple more in hand. Oops. Just the res. So this will fire. Unfortunately, they don't really care about tags anymore. We're not going to be able to do anything about medium, for example. They could break 1 by trashing their entire hand. Wait, they do have Black Orchestra as well. Chances are they don't want to take the damage. They probably don't want to give us the credit. But I really feel they're going to win here. So Black Orchestra is going to be expensive. It's going to cost them their entire. So it's going to cost them 9 in total. Yeesh. Because the first boost only gets to 4. Ah, yeah. And then we hold our breath again. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's a paid ability window where you can do that. Without the purge. So I think we should probably shuffle R&D. But part of me is okay with them not getting fresh accesses. So to advance our game, we need 3 credits. 2 siphons down, probably 1 more to come. So let's go for this then. Making good use of our ability. So we advance this once, which now, do we go for another advancement? If we're on 5 points, we can grab, or sorry, we have 5 advancement tokens on it. We can grab, actually, I think we go for 5. Because if they trash Oberth, which they probably will, we can grab Hostile, and we can grab False Lead. It is dicey. So we can grab False Lead. You're at 1 too many points. So I am. Oop. Yeah, it doesn't acknowledge the removing from game elements sometimes. Or it gets confused when you have to forfeit without really forfeiting. Hopefully it'll all be implemented soon. So next turn we can grab this and get a hostile and score that out. Spooned. Okay. At least they've paid 9 into it. Not much we can do really, is there? So they've seen the top two, I believe. But they will get fresh ones. Oof. And unfortunately, if we go for the Atlas usage, we reshuffle everything. Restructure. Long way off that. Well, we do have to purge. But we kind of just end up resetting ourselves. Because they'll get a fresh look every time. Alternatively, we grab hostile, install, use, score it out. But yeah, it gives them the free looks. Could put Jackson down, put back another Cyberdex. Chances are we just stall out here, really. Because we don't have any way of making money. They're down to 3 credits though. But this will only cost them the bad pub each time. Install, use, put Jackson down. Yeah, I think that's our only out here. Score, put down Jackson. Yes, that's the only thing we can do, isn't it? Actually, no. Would it have worked? No, we can't. Yeah. Sorry. Thinking semi-allowed, but not quite allowed to myself. So we're going to have to shuffle back the second Cyberdex. And just hope for the best. Yeah. So they'll see 8 cards. Rebirth. Nice. So let's send back Cyberdex and Mossilus and a Mossilus. And we kind of just have to hope that they hit one of 2 Cyberdex. Otherwise we're in massive trouble. Space Camp does nothing for us. What a terrible card. And unfortunately it means that they're going to be able to see even more the next time through. They didn't trash it. They do hit H1 though. So flying by the seat of our pants. We could grab an agenda as well. And give them the 1 in 6. Ooh, Space Camp's expensive. No wonder they didn't trash it. Wow, R&D really holding up for us. So maybe they think that HQ is the way to go. and we cannot now reshuffle with this, even though there's a government takeover in here. They'll see one fresh. If it is the government takeover, what can we do? But it's better than giving them 7 fresh accesses. So here we go. Oh, we survive. Only just. So we use this to grab any agenda. False lead would do it, I believe. Install advance, it gains another one. We advance again. Yep. Let's advance it, which gets us a click and a credit to fake advance. Advance and advance. Phew. That was tough going. So I've no idea where the government takeover was hiding out. But yeah, that would have absolutely killed us. So 2 false leads that they had to hit, as well as the high risk investment. But this was the big one. Space camps can probably be removed from the deck. Like, yes, there is ice that becomes a lot better with it, like ice walls and basilisks. With ice destruction, maybe it's not so good. But hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thank you very much for watching.